This is Ruben with EmbraceU, and I'm vibing with the People's Champ.
The people's champ must be everything the people can't be.
We're finally back with another episode of Get in Tune. Today, we got a special guest, man. I appreciate you for taking your time out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got a busy schedule. If you want to pop this interview off by simply just telling the people, about yourself, who you are, where you from, anything else you want to add.
All right, what up, dope people? My name is Ruben. I'm from Detroit. Right now, I'm currently a accounting major at Wayne State, graduating in December. I just came out with my brand, EmbraceU. You can go follow my page on IG, EmbraceU the brand. That's us. Pretty much all we're about is networking and embracing Black culture. Embracing who you are, embracing what you do. So I feel like if we really want to take that step towards rebuilding Black Wall Street, it's just gonna start it with one conversation at a time, and we're gonna get it done by networking.
Dope. So, what part of Detroit did you say you were from?
I'm from the West Side, from Linwood.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy, Me and Ruben go back through sports.
Man, crazy, that's crazy to think about it. We was balling years ago against each other, man. Yeah. Crazy, and now we here.
Yeah, it's crazy how life come full circle, man. So, if you want to tell us a little more about your brand, EmbraceU. Okay. What is EmbraceU like?
All right, so EmbraceU the brand is pretty much how it works. Is just when you embrace yourself and who you are, it's a different confidence that you have. So what it is right now is a product. Where I came up, I was like, I used to hang out downtown all the time. I used to see all these Black people, and I'm like, they probably successful, and they probably have a service or a product that I may need, but I have no idea. And I'm like, one problem that we have in the Black community, we don't talk, we don't converse, we don't talk to people unless we actually see something that somebody has that we want. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create a product, because I used to run into people all the time when I was at the gas station, like, yeah, I'm in accounting, I work in accounting right now. And they're like, oh, can you do my taxes? And I'm like, dang, that's crazy, because I actually have a bookkeeping and consulting business as well, where I'm like, you know what? If I actually had a shirt that says I'm an accountant, how many clients I could potentially have? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a product for everyone that has something that they're trying to provide, for like a service or product that they're trying to provide. Like I have the esthetician shirt. They say like, I sure am an esthetician, or I sure am a Black esthetician. That's one thing we're all about. Like we are all about promoting Black people, promoting Black positivity, and just networking. Because I really believe that networking is the most powerful tool that you can have. Period. Like even my situation, I've been playing football all my life. I've never been a 4.0 student, but because of the network I've had and I was able to secure 2 internships in accounting without a 3.0, and the average GPA that they want to get an internship is a 3.5. Just because of networking, I was able to get 2 of them. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a product for people to have, so we could start networking and we could start working towards rebuilding Black Wall Street for real.
So would you say your inspiration is more so you want to, what would you say your biggest inspiration is on the brand? I don't want to lead the question. What do you think what I'm saying?
I got you. My biggest inspiration is just, I want to see us as Black people thrive, and I just keep on looking at it like, every time I go get some food, like I like U-Bob wheat fries, I do. But every time I go in there, I just be like, it's these people that don't look like me in my neighborhood, in my hood, selling us our food, when I know it's Black people that's cooking out of their kitchen every day, trying to make a living. I'm like, bro, we need to find out who these people are, because we need to be spending our money with them. Period. We have Hennessy right now. If Black people took one day out of the year, if we took New Year's and we did not buy any Hennessy would go bankrupt, because of how much money we put into Hennessy. if we put that money into our people, bro, there's no limits where we could be at right now. There's no limits. So, right now, like the inspiration just is starting the conversation. We start the conversation, we can progress from there. That's all, but that's all it takes is just one conversation.
Definitely. One conversation, keep building on that, circulate the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Keep it between us. Like
Hmm.
it's definitely doable. I just think that we don't realize the power we hold. I was talking to some
Yeah,
people the other day. We don't
hmm,
realize the power we hold over the culture of everything.
everything. Literally, like one thing I had on my page, when prior it was black culture is world culture. You can't go nowhere in the world and you won't see black culture. It's nowhere. I really believe that is nowhere in the world that you won't see some type of black culture.
I really love that. Black culture is world culture. I'm gonna go ahead and borrow that from you.
Man, go ahead. Yeah.
So like, what are your future plans with the brand? Do you feel like you want to branch out and do anything?
Yeah, so right now it's just the clothing line right now, but eventually I do want it to wind up being a nonprofit. I actually long term what I would like to do is actually build a team where we legit buy the block back. It's some areas over in my neighborhood, and a lot of people don't know this, but I live in 48206. That's my zip code. That's probably one of the top 5 worst zip codes in the country.
Mhm.
It's a lot of room for opportunity here, and I'm like, if we can, my foundation, because I wanted to wind up being a nonprofit, I really do. If we can find the funds and necessary resources to actually buy the block back, buy the hood back, and we can revamp everything and make it a better place for our kids, that's what I want to do. Like at the end of the day, it's for the next generation.
Mhm.
Like, it's bigger than me. Like, yeah, I definitely want to make money, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at the babies. I'm looking at the people that's looking up to me, because I'm like, one thing I realized from my situation, from my personal life, money isn't going to make me happy. Money is not going to make me happy. I realize that. So yeah, definitely I want to make money, but that's a thing of the past. I'm not even tripping about that. Like a lot of that money is going to go towards the kids. Like one of the biggest things right now I want to do, I actually want to get my whole team because I'm coaching at Cass, but I'm back coaching at Cass.
I
I
saw that.
actually want to get my guys in all of my gear. That's one of my biggest, small, big goals, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like definitely. Oh, and another inspiration. It was just like I was working and I realized that I don't want to work for nobody else no more. I refuse to make somebody else rich. I refuse to let somebody dictate how much money I can make per day.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm about to build a life that I don't really want to retire from.
I understand that for sure.
Mhm.
And you hit on a lot of great points, man. Like you, money is important. Let's not we're not,
Oh yeah, definitely,
but
definitely.
you know what I'm saying. Like for me, what holds value in my life, bro. It makes me get a sense of fulfillment is helping others, especially the youth. Like somebody asked me a question like, how are we going to as Black people advance? And I said, we have to understand the importance of what the youth believe is successful and what it looks like and how they can do it, what they can achieve. Like I just think that a lot of us are in our environments. We've seen so many different things. Like that's why I can appreciate what you want to do for your community, so they can see a different aspect of what success looks like, or
Hmm.
what it looks like. So that's
Hmm.
definitely, you hit on a lot of great points, bro. Like,
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's just the more and more I just realize things. It's bigger than me. I got at least 5 boy cousins that's underneath 4 years old.
yeah,
I need to at least try to make an impact where I can change this world to make it safer for them and better for them, and where they don't have to worry about going outside and being like harassed or anything just because of the color of their skin. I gotta try to make a mark some way, somehow.
definitely understand, bro.
Mm.
Um, Kind of just moving on from the next question, like what are some advice you have to someone who's looking to start up a brand or something of importance they like clothing line or anything like that?
Understand that it's a grind. You are at that point, the moment that you start doing this, there isn't a lot of time for playtime. It's just not. It's everything needs to be accounted for. I would definitely recommend getting a solid team of people that has the same drive, has the same vision as you, because if you don't, it's going to be tough to work with people. I will say that you have to be open to constructive criticism. If you're not open to constructive criticism, you're never going to flourish how you want to flourish. Because definitely capital. Capital is something that you need to have because different people that you work with work different ways. Different vendors work different ways. They have different accounting cycles and whatnot. So you have to be on top of that. One thing I would definitely recommend for anybody that's starting to open up a business, learn taxes. You should learn your taxes because that's where you're going to benefit the most. Learning how to write off everything and learning how to properly do your taxes is going to be big for anyone that's opening up their own business. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with actually hiring a CPA or an accountant, but obviously, at least you should learn how to do those things as well. You should. That's just my opinion from an accounting aspect. And just be patient. Trust the process. It's long. It's tough. It's going to be days where you don't get no money. It's going to be days where you only make one sale. It's going to be days where you make 6. But just hang in there, be patient, and know that this is just part of the process. It's a learning. It's a learning. It's a learning assignment at the end of the day.
Thank you for that advice, bro. That was real good. Before we end the interview, like, what's in store? Like, you got any future drops coming up, man? Like any exclusive drop for
Yeah, actually, I got some stuff that I'm about to drop maybe in a couple weeks. I got another line that I'm gonna drop before Thanksgiving. That line is probably going to be the dopest line in my opinion. I just think it is. It's going to hit home for a lot of people, I think. And then I got my big line that I'm gonna drop probably a week before Christmas or a week and a half before Christmas. Got to see how everything line up, like with the first 2 drops that I got going on in November. So that's what I got going on right now with the clothing brand, and then I got a bunch of stuff that I got planned for next year as well. So.
Dope. I'm definitely gonna be checking for those, man. I'm definitely gonna shop with you again, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
For sure, man. I appreciate you taking the time out and doing the interview, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for watching. And
oh yeah, appreciate it, my dog. Hey, I'm always available. Just give me a call.